Here's our next helper video. So on number 26, and again, hopefully you've given this one at least a try on your own first, but if you've gotten stuck or you're not sure how to get started, then feel free to use this video as much or as little as you need to help solve this problem. Alright, so our first step was to again identify how we know these triangles are similar. And in order to do that, I need two sets of congruent angles. Well, one set I can see are right here, and I can just say that these are both right angles, or I could say all right angles are congruent, somehow indicating that I understand those angles, though, match up. For my second set of angles, I can go ahead and mark, I'm going to actually do this in green, I can mark that this angle right here is congruent to itself because these two triangles share this angle. So I could say the reflexive property, or I could say same angle. And so now I can see that therefore the two triangles must be congruent to each other. So my next step then is going to be to make a sketch of each triangle. So the larger one and the smaller one. So I'm going to do this quickly right here. Here's my larger one, and then here's my smaller one. And I want to add in the matching angles, so I've got my right angles here, and then my same angles here. Then I want to put on the various side lengths. So I've got 15 km here. And actually for now I'm going to leave off the units and just stick with the numbers, and then I can put the units back in as I finish the problem. So 15 there. Now for my large triangle, right, when I'm doing this side, that's actually this whole piece. So it's not just going to be 10, but it's actually going to be the 10 plus the 15. And therefore it'll be 25. And then of course I have my x here. Again, my bridge needs to go, or my scale factor needs to go towards the side that I'm missing. So I'm missing my x over here. So my scale factor will be traveling in this direction. And my r is going to be equal to my L new over my L old. The two sides that I'm going to be matching are the 25 and the 15. I'm traveling towards my 25, so therefore it'll be the 25 over the 15, and then I can reduce that down to 5/3. So my scale factor r will be 5/3. That seems to indicate that I'm talking about an enlargement, and when I look at moving from this triangle to this one, it is an enlargement, so it looks like that is that I lined those up correctly. Now I can find x by multiplying r times the matching side, which is going to be 15. And you may find on a problem like this that it's helpful to mark your matching sides. So feel free to do that, right? I could have marked 2 marks on the bottom ones and 1 mark on the other. So that's going to be r times 15, which is equal to 5/3 times 15, which is 15 over 1. And doing some cross canceling, I'll have a 1 and a 5. And so finally I'll find that x is equal to 25, and then I want to make sure I get the correct units on there. So it'll be 25 kilometers. Now you'll notice that it turns out that this triangle actually was a 45, 45, 90, right? It's got the 90-degree angle and the two sides are congruent, which means that if this other one is similar, it must also be a 45, 45, 90. So that would have been another way to find that missing side, is saying that they must be congruent. But in this case, I also could have found it using my properties of similar triangles. All right. That's the end of this little video, so go on to numbers 27 through 29. There'll be additional little helper videos for those problems if you need some help.